The first one comes from, oops, I'm going to go backwards one, Dr. Hoo-Hoo Grub, right? Funny thing about hoo-hoo grubs is I used to eat them when I was a kid, right? So in Australia, they call them witchetty grubs. In New Zealand, we call them hoo-hoo grubs, and you cook them in butter and they taste like peanut butter, okay? So anyway, so he asked me for information about silica. Time for glasses. Ta-da! Okay, so silica is really interesting, and I know I've covered a lot over the years, but there's two kinds of silica. I should go two kinds of silica, because otherwise I might be in trouble. So I'm going to do a screenshot. Two kinds of silica, and filtering silica is not as easy as you think, because one type of silica has an ionic charge and the other one doesn't. So if you're going to filter the water to give yourself spot-free water, and you only have a DI system, then you can't take out the one that has no ionic charge. And on the other side, if you only have an RO filter and no DI, then you can't take out the one that has an ionic charge because it's really, really small. So why would we want to take silica out? Well, silica, what is silica? Silica is like the base type product, like you'd imagine glass is made from silica. Silica is actually the 7th most common mineral on the planet, right? There's just loads of it everywhere, and it's in rocks, and the reason it's in your water is because the water goes, through the underground rivers, and it ends up and over the land, and there's silica everywhere. So inevitably, a lot of places end up with silica in the water. And another product which you'd consider is silica is quartz, right? So you imagine what color quartz is. It's white. Okay, so silica, when it dries white. If it dries white, that means it's reflecting the full spectrum of light, which means it makes it very visible, so it ends up on your glass. It also etches to glass because it basically is glass. So you can get hard water stains that are not made from hard water, they're made from silica. And so I might cover that. So let me just get some ideas. So if you're in a soft water area, which means that you've got low TDS, and you're getting spotting, there's a high chance that that's actually silica, right, in the water. If you're in a hard water area, then you want to you get white spots. You may have silica in the water, but you may have water hardness, and water hardness doesn't include silica. It's calcium and magnesium, also dry white, right? If you look at some of the other research workshops, right, you'll already know that. So there's a lot of similarities in the properties of calcium, magnesium, and of silica. So you might ask, right, well, how do I know if it's silica or it's magnesium? Well, the simple test, if you have hard water stains on the glass and you get some vinegar and you rub the spots with vinegar, if they come off, they're calcium and magnesium, and if they don't come off, then silica. How's that? So what is the other thing? Silica is silicon dioxide, so SiO, the Si for silicon and O for oxygen, and 2. There's 2 of them. So the 2 types, there's an ionic silica, which has a -1 charge. So we use the anion resin to attract it, but what's called a colloidal silica has no charge. So if you put all your water through a DI system and it's got, and you can't tell the difference in the water as to how much ionic and how much colloidal. So basically the ionic silica in the water will be attracted to the DI beads and it'll be filtered out, but the colloidal silica in the water will not, because it's got no ionic charge, and I'm going to do a research workshop on how DI resins work, and that'll make more sense alongside that one. But that's the basic principle. So the ionic silica can be removed with DI, but DI can't remove the colloidal silica. And the colloidal silica is a bigger molecule, right? So the ionic one is like really, really small, and the colloidal one is like, let's say, a cluster. It's a much bigger molecule, and it can be taken out by RO. So if you want to remove silica from your water, you must have an RODI. That's it.